Hi, it's me, Pam Vinny, and today, well, for the next couple of videos, I'm going to try, my goal will be to use up a 6x6 paper pad. And this one says it has 48 sheets. I think I used some, so I just added a couple loose papers that I had too, but, you know, just use up whatever you might have in your 6x6 paper pad. This one is Forever Green by Prima Marketing, and it's got some pretty papers. So I'm going to just try to use up as much as I can, and maybe you want to use up some of what you have. So I took this paper. I decided to make a little matchbook here with some papers. There's a sticker. So this is what it has. Papers I sewed across. Just tuck that back in and that in, and you have this cute little matchbook. All right, so what I did was, you'll need like maybe a scoreboard. You don't have to, but you have it. Of course, your paper. If you want to ink, stapler, and a cutter maybe. So this is the other half that I cut. So, you know, it's a 6x6. So I cut it in half, which would be, you know, 3x6. So I used the one half, and now I'm going to use this one to make my matchbook. And then I took it, so this is 3x6, and I didn't really measure the first time, but I'm going to measure this time just to show you, you know, a better example. So I did about 1 1/4, and then 3 1/2. Is that right? Let's see. Yeah, so that should work. And then you're going to double your pages. So if this is, you want it to be 2 1/2, you do 5. So the next step, you can score this a bit. So now you want to cut some papers. And I just have some thrifted paper. Maybe I'll do maybe 4 or 5. Let's do 4. Let me think. We'll see. Just get a couple papers. And now that you got your papers, you are going to cut. And we're going to cut it to be 2 1/2 across this way. Just do as many papers as you like. And you could just do 4. We'll do 2 1/2. Okay, I think that's as many as I want. And now we will cut it lengthwise by 5. Doesn't have to be perfect. And if you have scraps, you can use your scraps. I've used a lot of mine up. Already making ephemera. I've been making a lot of ephemera. Okay, that is what we have. And now we are going to fold it in half. Fold your papers in half. And that's as easy as it is. Then you just, what I did, that's quite a bit of papers. But I kind of staggered the different papers a little bit. Let's see, I had some white. So I just took this one, maybe I'll put that there. And this white one here. I'll put that one that way. And that. So that's a lot of papers. So we have that. And then you can do what you want. You could staple it here. I'm going to just run my sewing machine over the top. Okay, I meant to sew it all the way through, but it was kind of thick, so I just sewed it all the way across. And I can just glue this down now. I don't think my sewing machine liked the thickness of the sewing, the papers. And then you just put that down like so. And then here's, you got a, here are, and you've got a lot of papers. Then what you're going to do, you're going to fold this up, and then you're going to staple as low as you can here. I put in about 3 staples. Don't have to be perfect. Oh, that staple went awry. What is wrong with that one? That is not wanting to. Look at that. That's weird. Why are you bending here? Or well, that is crazy. I'm gonna have to get a different stapler. I don't even know what this says. Staples in it. It doesn't. But anyway, you get the drift of it. And then, so you'd have 3 staples there on the back. Then you just flip in these pages, and then you just cover that. Yeah, that's quite fat, but it works. And then just pick you could cut out something from a book. You could get, I have different stickers. You could put a sticker on the cover. You could leave it plain. That would be pretty. Or if I have this Collier's Junior Classics Young Folks Shelf of Books. And I'm just going through a lot of my books because it's 1962. I need to downsize a lot of my stuff. I thought this would be cute. So if you didn't have a sticker, or I could use the paper too in the paper pad. What you can do is you could just tear or cut this out and put this on there. I'm just going to have to tear. And then I could add this about the chickadee. You know, in the journal on that page or something, or I could even put it on the back. So tear it down just a little more. See that cute little chickadee? And see how cute that would be. So I could ink it. Just with some brown ink or whatever you have. And you can ink around your little matchbook too. So I'm going to add that here. So yeah, I got a lot of papers to go because I think I'll make a couple of these, you know, off camera, but this is the start. So I'm going to make, probably 4 of these. Gotta find a better stapler. So there's that, and then you could also add, you know, something else, but there is that one, and then this one that I had made with a sticker. And then I'm going to make, so that was only one piece of 6x6, so I'm gonna make 2 more off camera. I think I'll do this. So I'll do the same thing. I'll cut it in half and then make the little matchbook. And then stay tuned because I think we have time to make something else too. All right, so we have this one, and I'm going to put like some washi tape over these a little bit sharp staplers. And then we had this one. And this one, I'll put the washi over there. And for this, I'm going to cut, I tore off another paper. And I think I'll just cut it down. And I'll put that on the cover of this one. Let's see. Oh, I got this left over from that page. Okay. That's pretty. And then what I usually do is I'll make like bases like I'm doing here. And then I'll come back and get things to embellish them more if I choose to. Okay, so that's going this way. Oh, looks like I have to, I'm just going to tear a little bit off the top. And then glue this here. that. Okay. Now I can come back. I can add a little trim. I can add cheesecloth or whatever. Anyway, so there's that one. This one. This one. And this one I want to show you because I put it on where it was upside down. So I've got these butterflies upside down and I don't like that. I did kind of tear it, rough it up a little bit, but you can always fix it. Like you could add, washi tape over here. What was I going to do? I thought I had something already. I did. Okay. I'm going to find where I put something to cover this. Okay, as soon as I turned off the camera, I found it. Let me go a little closer. So, and it's kind of a challenge sometimes, which I enjoy, like, if you mess up. I don't like how those are upside down. And I don't think the wording you're going to see so much, but, and then I kind of tore some here. I'm going to cover this butterfly, and then I have this stamp, which I could put here and just tear off a little bit. So I'm going to, oops, sorry, glue that to kind of camouflage that butterfly I don't like. And then here, I'll add this sticker, like, let's open it up. We'll add it here. So there's always a way you can fix it. And actually it gives it a little more interest because I kind of tore some parts to it. So that one is done now, and I did put washi tape here on the back. I'm going to put washi tape on the other ones too. So that's what we have. I don't like this edge here. I'm just going to add this, and I can always put more things here. Breaks it up a little more. I probably need to glue this down. Okay, so that's what we got. Just a couple of pieces of paper used. And now let's see if we have time to do something else. All right, what I thought I'd do is when we cut off this little piece here, I have this left over. There was a little piece I cut off. And everything doesn't have to be exact. I mean, and that little piece that I tore off here, I just added right here. Okay, so we have this left over with that paper and this. I'm thinking of making just something really simple and turning it this way. For now. Like I said, we'll do more of the embellishing toward the end. And this should work with whatever paper you have. And I like that. It's got some little mushrooms on it. So this paper, so it's really 6x6, and this is the branding strip. But on this, I'm going to keep it because I could, you know, put some fabric or, you know, something through that. And, of course, I'll add more to it, and I could round the corners, but there's that. So, a couple pieces of paper used up. Let's try to figure out one more thing. Okay, what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to take this paper. I've already cut 2 circles, and one, this can be like a altered paper clip. Then I'm going to do two more. Here. I can still cut out these little things here. And then let's do this one. Sorry, it's a little loud. Yeah, we'll figure out the surface, but I'm going to just do a couple. Sorry if that's loud. And I'll do one more paper. I'll do that off so you don't have to hear that loud noise. The next thing I made were these circles. That would be just fun to put on a page with these little brads. So I took a 2-inch punch. You can do as big or little as you want. Then I just cut those 3 out. I got some, I'm doing like is that copper or gold? Well, anyway, I'm going to do a little highlight in the journal when I make it. With maybe a little brad or bronze or brass or gold accents. So that's what I decided on. So I cut out, I used 3 papers. I cut out 4 circles per different papers, and then I can always use these. So I did this one, and then I have all these circles, and I'll do, like I said, I'll do a altered paper clip. So I did that one, and we'll do another one. That's kind of how I did that. Now I have a couple more to make altered paper clips. And then all I did was just poke a hole here. And then add a brad. Then another little hole here. And we can just add that, and it will just be something fun, interactive for your journal. So we used up a couple papers. This. And then it would be nice to have all this ephemera to put into a journal. And you probably want a thicker cardstock, so if your paper pad is thinner, you might want to double it up or back it. So that would just be on a page like that, and you could also put another one through and then put that through the page. And then just something fun, interactive. So we have that, and then next we'll do an altered paper clip. Oops, what I decided to do, I'm going to use these for something else, the rest that I have here. I was going to make hidden paper clips out of that. But I thought I would just make a rectangular shape. And I can add more trim. What I'm doing is just adding like a base. And those mushrooms are upside down, so I'll put something over this. I thought we could do this using paper. And so the 6x6 papers that I had were some here. And I will cut them to, well, of course, there's 6 long. And I'm going to do, you're going to have here's my example. Okay. You're going to have a wider one and not a smaller one. So this will be the wider one, and that will be cut to 2.5, or however you want, but yeah, I'm going to go 2.5. Of course, it's 6. Keep your scraps. And we'll fold that. And then the smaller one will be here, and we'll do 2 inches. Keep that. Fold this in half. If you like, you can round the corners. You can ink it. Whatever you like. Of course, we have scraps. You can do this too. I'm just trying to use up a 6x6 paper pad. Okay, we have that. Excuse me. We have this going over the top. Why is that not quite even? Okay, then you're going to get a paper clip. I think you can use a small or large one. And I'm going to put the smaller side inside. And then I will be just gluing, and I'm going to use the hot glue. Doesn't have to be perfect. And these are all my bases, and then later, once I get all my bases done, then I'll come back and embellish a little bit more. Then I have these stamps. And I will just add, I'll go at this here. If that would work, my glue. It's not, so I'm just gonna add a little hot glue. I'm gonna put it at a slant, and then later I'll add, something else to it. There's the one I made. Kids at the beach. It's got some birds. And if you don't have the stickers, you can, sticker stamps, you can just add real stamps. Let's see. How about, since I'm going to be using some gold accents, these have a little gold in them. That. And then once I get all these bases done, then I'll bring out little bits of laces and burlap and cheesecloth and buttons or whatever to really make it stand out. So what have we gotten? Okay, we've got this, a start of a base. This one. Okay, and then, so you would just put this on your paper pad, or your page. And that's what you would have. And I think I'll probably make 2 more, which I don't have to show you, but yeah, I'll make 2 more. It might be a little smaller because I want to use this up. And I don't think I have any more scraps, so I will, well, I have this. Oh no, that's the tag I made. I think I'm just going to do this one. So since I have this scrap, I want to make it a little bit bigger. So I might go 2.5. I'm going to cut this off here. A little branding strip. See what we got. Then we will just do the same thing. Couldn't be any easier. Okay. And I'll add this here. Off-centered. And then we'll do one of these with the gold. Okay. Whoops. And then I'll round the corners and ink around it. So what have we made? So this is what we have so far. And then I cut these, and we'll figure out what to do with these next. I have some just regular cardstock too. Okay, so I hope you had fun with that, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.